listening to the Jenny McCarthy Show on Sirius XM Stars.
Oh my God, she has to use prescription strength deodorant.
By now, I could never leave you. I'll be sticking with you.
Welcome back to the Jenny McCarthy Show. I'm Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg coming in. T-Boz, Dionne Watkins. There she is. What's up? Oh my God, she looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Good to see you again.
You always.
Always. You're looking sharp. Can I just tell you, my producer finished the book before me, but he said this book is everything.
Really?
David, right there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You name names. You tell great stories. Like,
He's like, oh my God, Jenny, just wait until you finish. He's like, it's the, sometimes celebrities write books and it's fluff.
Yeah.
And we want the real stories.
Yeah, everything I say is real.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, because it's me. I've been that way my whole career, though. What you see is what you get with me, good and bad.
And you know what's nice about that? And I learned this right from the beginning because I made a pact with myself, to be honest. Then I never have to remember what I said.
Hello, that's what I'm talking about.
Right?
And there's a certain somebody who likes to always say that we're not telling the truth, right? Child, I've been consistent for 25 years because sometimes I forget and repeat myself, and the fans are like, yeah, you've been consistent. So if I'm consistent with everything else, why would I lie about anything?
Exactly.
Hello.
Let's talk about the book, A Sick Life, TLC and Me, stories from on and off the stage. Why'd you want to write it?
It was therapeutic for me, and then also like after going through the brain tumor surgery and not enough research, and then with sickle cell and people still being so
unaware.
Unaware and not informed and no knowledge about something that is killing a lot of us. I was like, maybe I should speak up because I feel like God spared me.
Yes.
And I've been in positions where doctors didn't understand why I was still here. So I think I should help other people as well as myself.
Because, in the book, you talked about it from a young age. They said, oh, you're not going to make it. You won't live past, 30 or something?
Yeah, and I wouldn't have kids and I would be disabled my whole life.
Isn't it amazing? Like, that's why I tell parents all the time, I'm like, don't listen to those diagnoses. You know what I mean? There's always hope.
Absolutely. And doctors practice medicine. It's not the be all end all. Like, no.
Thank you. And for those, I know we can't do the whole show about it, but I do want to touch on sickle cell. Like, they don't know. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, the easiest way to describe it is your red blood cells. Everyone else's is circular. Ours take on a S sickle shape. And then what's happening is your blood clots and it stops oxygen from flowing to your vital organs, so it can cause organ failure and death, basically.
Have you tried therapeutic treatments like HBOT, hyperbaric chamber, which kind of breaks through blood-brain barriers of oxygen and stuff like that?
What's crazy is I can't do the hyperbaric chamber unless I had something like an open wound. My doctor said it would hurt me because of the pressure, but I do infrared saunas, acupuncture.
I love my infrared sauna.
Yes. Hello.
I said, this thing's gonna, I have two. I'm like, this thing's gonna keep me alive forever.
I'm putting one in my house, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then also, have you ever seen the stuff that comes out your body when you're on the towel?
Yes.
My brother was laughing. I was like, it's crazy, y'all, but if you wear no underwear, I swear to God, you'll have a black line. It's like true. All the metal that's in your system will come out your butt.
We did blood tests. We did blood tests after to watch the line go down of how many metals came out, just so we could have it on paper. Unbelievable.
It's crazy, right?
I go literally tell everyone, they go, what's this number one thing? I go, infrared sauna is going to help keep me alive.
Yep. I'm getting one and I'm putting it in my house.
Girl. Do you know which brand you're getting?
Yes, because some of them they said have radiation.
The glue, and they have glue that you don't want all that kind of bad stuff like this. So when is the last time you talked to Pebbles?
Right before the movie came out.
And how did that go?
It went okay, but she basically was just saying that she was going to sue us if she didn't like what she saw. And it wasn't about telling things. I didn't tell a lot of stuff that I really know. So we didn't slander anyone because the thing is we were just telling our story from a 19-year-old point of view. But also it's just what happened. And in any relationship, especially when it went sour, everything's not going to be good. And we've always given her credit. Like, yes, Pebbles, again, if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't know us, but I'm not going to pay her the rest of my life for one thing. Like,
I do remember you giving credit.
Yeah, I always have. Even if things aren't good now, I always have. And I wish her the best, but I just lost a lot of respect for her. I have none anymore at this point.
I feel like sometimes some friendships, I call them like weeding the garden. It's like they come into your life for a time that they need to be there, and then it actually is a time to let go sometimes.
A reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's what I call it. And at the end of the day, I give credit where credit is due, and she deserves that. But just don't take credit for things you didn't do, or don't say you didn't do certain things. And basically, we can meet. You can't say what somebody's opinion is. I can meet you and somebody else could be like, "Oh, she's a bitch," and somebody else could be like, "Oh, I thought she's cool." But it's your opinion. Is that defamation of character? No, it's my damn opinion of you.
That's right. And your perspective of how you saw things.
Yeah. So what's wrong with that? Every story isn't going to be good. She only wants us to say the good part. Like that's not realistic.
That's not real life. And what was the particular end about? Like what ended it?
The relationship as far as manager, because she was too controlling and it was just time. Time ran out. And honestly, I think that's what the real issue is that we went on without her. And she feels like we don't give her credit, but we do. It was time to move on.
Yeah.
And we still was very successful after that. Actually, we blew up even more.
And I was going to say, the universe, kind of God, however you want to say it, blesses you when you do make those brave moves. Because sometimes, just like in romantic relationships, when we stay in one too long, it's
toxic.
It is toxic.
Yeah, so it's better to move on and just everybody shake hands. You can respectfully agree to disagree, and everybody can be cordial. So at the end of the day, I wish everybody the best, but just don't think I'm not going to tell stories just because some of them aren't good. That's just not realistic.
No, it's not. And I got to ask you, there was a story about the funeral. Can you please talk about that? How crazy it was for you? I mean, you've got Whitney Houston screaming the Holy Spirit behind you.
Yes.
Suge Knight falling asleep.
Yes.
Bring me to that moment in your head.
It was like a circus. Like, I was sick at the time because I was in the hospital for 4 months. So I was looking like death eating a soda cracker. I was like 90 pounds and I was a hot mess. I was frail. So I was really still kind of sickly because, after you get out, you have to build up your energy and your weight and everything. And she passed away like 3 or 4 days after, the day before my birthday. So it came out on my birthday. But the funeral itself, I couldn't make that up. It sounded like a movie. I couldn't make that up for the world.
You couldn't?
Mm-mm. Whitney was hilarious. Suge disrespectful. And
it
was
probably
funny.
Actually, I don't know, maybe lightened the situation because it was funny.
At the time, no, but when I thought about it, I sat there and I just went home and giggled because she was like, "Y'all, you have to read the book," because everything the pastor said, if he said praise the Lord, he'd say thank you, Jesus, Jesus. Like, she was like,
I wanted you to do that so
word.
when they read the book, they could hear what it sounded like.
Yes.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, and she kept rubbing, "It's going to be okay, babe. It's going to be okay." And the way she said when I was in there with the body, and she brought Bobby Christina in the room, and that's when she was a little girl. She was like, "She knew you when you," hold on, I can't even say it that fast. "She knew you when you was in your mama belly. She knew you when you was in your mama belly." She said it twice so fast, and I was looking at her like, huh? Like, is this really happening? But I love Nippy. We were really close, but I love her. Yeah.
So what, every person, that, including myself, that has written a book, they come out of the other side of it going, that was the best therapy session I've ever had in my life. Where are you, and what did you learn from yourself after writing it?
That's a good question because you do go deep into thought about yourself, and when you read it, sometimes it's like an outer body experience because it seemed like it wasn't me.
That's right.
And I'm like, wow, kind of wow. And it's surreal. Like, I can't believe it still, like that I even have a book and that I went through so much and I'm still sitting here to talk about it. And that's what I love the most, is that I got it off my chest. I learned from all my mistakes. I grew from my mistakes and it made me who I am today. But I tell the bad about myself as well. So if people get mad because I brought something up in the book, I'm talking bad about myself. I'm showing you everything. I'm like more vulnerable in this book than anything. And what I've learned is it's good to talk about things that you've been holding in for a long time, because all the death scares and things I went through, I never talked about it. So I feel so much more lighter and free, if that makes sense.
It does. It's like a load off.
Yeah.
And knowing that people can learn by listening to your stories and also relate.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through pain. You know what I mean? And to see you come out the other side a survivor, it gives other people hope.
Yeah, and I love that I'm still alive to tell the story, and it's a triumph story. So I think there's a lot of different things with different people at different ages and different walks of life that can get something from my book, whether it's single mother, whether it's divorced woman, whether it's a person who was bullied or teased. Like I talk about all that in my book.
I agree.
And illness.
Exactly. Well done, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sick Life, you guys, pick it up. It's in stores right now, today,
yes.
right? I love you. Congratulations.
Thank
girl.
you. Oh, and I have a new single too. I have an audio CD.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's called Dreams. And it's on the audio CD as well and on iTunes.
They're playing it right now.
Really?
Right now. It's
Thank you
on.
so much. I wrote this song about my mother.
Oh my God, you're going to make me cry. I'm feeling very emotional today. Thank you so much, my love.
Thank you.
Come back anytime. Congratulations
thank
to you.
you.
Let's
I
take a
appreciate
picture
that.
and take a picture and sell some books.
Okay.
Be right back. Thanks so much, you guys. Kelly Clarkson. See you guys tomorrow.
You never missed a moment. Your face was there to light up the dark.